And ladies and gentlemen, the big story is Arvind Kejriwal continues to be in a lot of trouble. You know, this alliance with the Congress got him nothing. He got wiped out, absolutely badly wiped out in Delhi. He's back in jail, and today the Delhi High Court, it stayed the trial court's order granting bail to Arvind Kejriwal. That order had come out on the 20th, and the trial court had given him bail. He was expected to come out that evening. Then the ED went to the higher court, and in this case the appellate court is the Delhi High Court, and the Delhi High Court said that the trial court had not applied its mind. Now, what does this mean? Let's go to the panelists. I'll tell you what this means. What this essentially means is that the Delhi High Court feels that the trial court, in this case the Rouse Avenue Court, did not go into the evidence against Arvind Kejriwal. And it said that, okay, while we understand it's not possible for you to go through tons and tons and thousands of pages of evidence, it is the duty upon the court to go into this matter in detail and then pass its order. In other words, politely, the High Court has pulled up the trial court. And once again, the issue of evidence, evidence. You can do any amount of protest, but if there is evidence against you, then that evidence will come to bear. So, for the people who called ED Alice in Wonderland, including my panelists today, the glum-looking Ravi Srivastava, the stoic-looking Akashdeep Muni, they are wondering how, despite Abhishek Manu Singhvi, who has not yet got that Rajya Sabha seat, continuing to appear for Kejriwal, why evidence keeps to... I made you laugh. Why evidence continues to come in the way? Evidence, evidence is such a bad thing, Ravi. Such a bad thing, Ravi.
Okay.
You got to bring some evidence on your side as well. So, Ravi, I want to start with you. Right?
Okay.
Why is the evidence seeming to be for all the courts against Kejriwal?
There is no evidence. The whole thing is fabricated, concocted.
Broken record.
And there is nothing against Kejriwal. All these evidences will fall flat the moment trial starts. The Honorable Supreme Court Judge made an observation on 13th of October 2023, Justice Sanjeev Khanna. He had clearly said it, that your case, ED's case, will fall flat within 2 minutes once it comes to trial. So you can go ahead, the ED can speak the language, the court can speak the ED's language, that the trial court order was perverse. Judge also wrote down the trial court order was perverse.
Arnab, I need to come in now.
Tomorrow, okay, let me finish it, don't get impatient.
Arre, bhai sahab, I'm not here to listen to your bhashan, I'm talking to the anchor.
Okay, Sanju, let him complete. Sanju, let him complete. Last time you guys had a really bad
Allow me to finish up
first. moderating the debate.
You are not a VIP panelist here.
Moderating the debate.
I'll finish up. I've been asked, I'll finish up first.
Sanju, let him complete. Sanju, I'll let him complete. I'm the anchor, I'm requesting you, let him complete. Thank you, Ravi. Please complete.
Fine.
Thank you.
Yeah. Tomorrow, the Honorable Supreme Court can say the High Court order is perverse. So, what is the big deal? Tomorrow the case will come before the Honorable Supreme Court and Arvind Kejriwal will get the bail. I am more than confident about it because the evidences are fake, absolutely fake. I mean, I am not going to trial, but the fact is, showing a Hawala operator statement there, Hawala operator is a saint.
Arnab, you have to allow the BJP a rebuttal.
They are
This cannot
showing
be a
some...
monologue.
1 minute, please, let him complete.
As an evidence, some 40 crore has been spent in Goa election, 60 crore went to the ED's house. So this kind of flimsy evidences will not stand the scrutiny of law. And the fact remains that this is the way ED is torturing Arvind Kejriwal.
I'll tell you one thing.
The whole nation is
I'll tell you one thing now. I'll tell you one thing. Okay, Ravi, may I please intervene? You see, Additional Solicitor General S.V. Raju, representing the Enforcement Directorate, had said that there cannot be a more perverse order than this, and he cited Section 45 of the Prevention of Money Laundering Act that deals with the twin bail conditions. We need to look at this very seriously, ladies and gentlemen. After all, Arvind Kejriwal is a fairly recognized leader. He's a sitting chief minister. The matter of Liquorgate is very serious. This is beyond abusing one another. It needs to be pure application of the law. Now, when can bail be granted according to Section 45 of PMLA, which is fairly stringent? Sanju, it can be, it can be granted, let me come, only if the court is prima facie, that primary examination of facts satisfied that the accused has not committed the offence and that he is unlikely to commit any offence while on bail.
Okay. Arnab, I just...
No, which means simple English, just to explain to the viewers, Kejriwal's lawyer has to convince the court that there is no case prima facie.
Exactly.
That's all. If you convince the court, he's gone tomorrow. If he's not convinced, he's not. There's no question of prejudice.
May I come in now, Arnab?
On the debate, Sanju Verma right now. Sanju's turn. On the debate.
Just convince the trial.
Arnab, now you have to give me time because you did not allow me to interject. I expect the same courtesy from you because I don't want to then later on be told, "Arey Sanju Verma, aap krodhit kyun ho jati hain? Why are you so aggressive?" Let me have my say. Mr. Srivastav made some pertinent points. I have this to say. There are three key observations today made by the court, by the Delhi High Court. The arrest of Arvind Kejriwal can't be said to be illegal at this stage. Very important. Second very important observation. Interim bail doesn't mean he, as in Kejriwal, is qualified to get regular bail now. And the last and very important point. ED plea wasn't adequately dealt by the vacation judge, as in Judge Bindu of the trial court. In layman's language, what the Delhi High Court today said is that the enforcement directorate submission that the trial court's order was perverse. The trial court did not take into account significant provisions of section 45 of the PMLA. All those submissions by the enforcement directorate are legitimate at this stage. They are kosher, which means that if tomorrow Kejriwal does not get bail, and the chances of that are very, very, very high, then it proves that Kejriwal indeed was the kingpin. He was instrumental.
Yeah, that is the
power and used
question is. I'll explain this to you. Let me take the opportunity of explaining this to you. You see, going to an appellate court for seeking bail, anticipatory bail, or any other matters in any case is a double-edged sword, Akashdeep, because while your case will go on in the trial court and it will go on for years, and then you can appeal in the High Court and in the Supreme Court. If you want to be a free man, want to come out on bail, law allows you a provision of going to an appellate court. The appellate court sees the case prima facie and applies its mind. Any case. If in that process, the appellate court says, no, there is a case, no, you're not getting out right now. Or the appellate court says, there's no case, release him. I'll tell you, Akashdeep, I have a lot of knowledge of this. You know why? Because I've been through the same process. When I went to the High Court and they sent me to the Supreme Court, I knew, or rather my lawyers knew, that if there is a prima facie case against Arnab, he's going to be in jail, regardless of whether Uddhav Thackeray was going after him or not. One minute. On the contrary, you will remember that Justice Chandrachud, when he went through my case, prima facie went through the entire case, took 2 weeks to come out with a judgment, 2 weeks to write the judgment, and that judgment is quoted in case law in every law school in the country now, which is Arnab Goswami versus State of Maharashtra. Now, prima facie. You see, once the court, tomorrow if the Supreme Court says prima facie, there is no case against Kejriwal, is out. But if the Supreme Court says tomorrow, no, 1 minute. What will happen is if the Supreme Court says tomorrow, we agree with the High Court, then Kejriwal's window of appeal becomes smaller and smaller. Then the people of Delhi will say that, sir, you're going to be in jail for some time now. The Supreme Court has turned down your appeal for bail. Who is going to give us water in Delhi? Who is going to run Delhi? The things will become more complicated and political. Akashdeep, you know my serious point. Akashdeep, you know I made a very serious point here.
I'll reply on your serious point. Sanju, please.
Sanju, let him reply and you'll have the last word.
Yeah. Arnab, first of all, your case was different. This case was different. You were not slapped with PMLA. This case where PMLA.
So this is more serious. I know that, but I'm still. I know that this is more serious. Thanks for admitting it.
Let me complete. And there is a twin condition of bail. Whereas in your case, bail was the norm. Here, jail is the norm. The accused has to prove himself that he has not done it. It is not the accuser. This is totally different case, and this was cracked down by Honorable Supreme Court in 2017, which was later on brought on by Bharatiya Janata Party to put down opposition parties.
Please
in jail.
mention that the Congress brought in PMLA. Don't.
Yes,
Congress was the author of PMLA. Please don't. No. Please also say that.
I'm just
Please also say that.
PMLA
You can
Act
say
was
that.
made
You can say
more
that, but after I
stringent in
complete.
2005
Yeah, Sanjeev,
thanks to
please
Manmohan
don't
Singh,
heckle, sir.
thanks to Sonia
Please
Gandhi.
don't heckle.
No, you're
Now
lying.
a single paisa is
Jail
not
is
recovered
not
from
the
any
norm
Aam
in
Aadmi Party
PMLA
leader.
cases.
When this case was
That
heard
is
in
what
the
you're saying.
trial court,
That is
the
a lie.
court did hear all
Jail
aspects of
is
this
the norm
case.
in PMLA cases.
No, Sanjeev,
Bail
please
is
don't
the
interrupt. People
exception
want
in
to hear
PMLA
this.
cases.
Scrutinize
I
all
repeat,
documents that it was
jail
found
is
that
the
the whole
norm in
case was
PMLA cases
baseless
and bail is
ED
only
was
the
biased.
exception
The
in
interesting
PMLA
factor.
cases.
Okay.
Why section
Viewers, this is
20
getting into a very dicey situation now.
Now the
Jail
Supreme
is the
Court
norm
won't
under
tell
section
to High Court.
24
The
of the
Honorable Supreme Court
Very
PMLA.
tense situation, viewers, for tomorrow. Very tense situation for the Aam Aadmi Party tomorrow. No, Sanju, you know this. You know this.
High Court did stay the order, which was unusual.
I am running. I don't want to drop any breaks. I cannot drop breaks. We are an honest company. We don't earn money through liquor gate. We earn money through legitimate advertising. So I have to take a break. But I'll tell you this, Sanju. I'll tell you this is going to be a huge day. Tomorrow is such a newsy day, man. Things in Supreme Court, things in Parliament. I'd only say viewership of news channels going through the roof, Sanju. I can't hear you, Sanju. But I'm debating.
For Kejriwal.
Big day is coming in for Kejriwal, for Parliament. Ladies and gentlemen, when I come back on the other side, watch out for what is happening with Arvind Kejriwal. And Arvind Kejriwal, in my view, window of appeal is becoming smaller. His party must be very concerned about what the larger impact of him continuing to be in jail will have on his party, on the people of Delhi, on governance. General elections are over. The pitch of the campaign is over. Delhi is parched. Governance has taken a back seat. And there's no clear number two to Arvind Kejriwal. So his options are beginning to run out. Big things are going to happen as far as AAP are concerned.